But because your girl got student loans too, they could go ahead and cancel all of that. Just wipe out the whole system. Just take it away. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of You See the News. I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant, and I'm so excited to bring you guys the news because I've been watching the news. I know you've been watching the news, and you guys actually have been waiting for me to talk about it. So let's dive into it. All right, guys. So on today's episode of You See the News, we're going to talk about President Biden's student loan forgiveness. I know I'm running a little bit late, y'all. I had to get the kids ready for back to school and all of that stuff. Um, but we're going to talk about Biden's student loan forgiveness, how I feel about the programs, the ins and out, and everything else. Okay. So, guys, if you like today's video, don't forget to like. And if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to our channel so we can continue to bring you guys amazing content like today. All right, guys. So I like the Biden student loan forgiveness plan. I really do. I know you guys are probably like, Flushing, how do you feel about it? And you probably thought I didn't think it was a good idea. I think it's a good idea, but I don't think it's enough for minority borrowers. So individuals, you know what I mean by minority borrowers, people of color. I don't think the $10,000 relief for private loans and the $20,000 relief for Pell Grants is enough, because just to use me for an example, guys, I have over $100,000 for student loans. Not ashamed to say it, I actually do. So the $10,000, the $20,000 will help, but it's really not enough. But let's dive into it. So yes, automatically, guys, I love the program. Number one, this is one of the things that Biden had initially promised to us. Okay. And as you guys know, most presidents, honestly, because a lot of the policy that they want to implement, they have to go through the House and Congress and all of this stuff to get things approved. A lot of their initial plans, when they are elected, never gets done because they need the approval from everyone else. So this was one of Biden's initial plans, was to provide student loan relief for a lot of student loan borrowers. Okay, so why am I excited about this program? Number one, it's not just about the student loan forgiveness. This program, it also is geared towards reducing the cost of education. Okay, so first things first, the student loan forgiveness program that Biden implemented, the goal is to make the student loan system more manageable for current and future borrowers. Okay, their plan is to, by cutting monthly payments in half for undergraduate loans. They say the Department of Education is proposing a new income-driven repayment plan that protects more low-income borrowers from making any payments and caps monthly payments for undergraduate loans at 5%. I actually think that in addition to a program like this, the federal should give state funding to provide low income individuals with free education. Like if you make under, let's say, $45,000 a year, you should get free college education. That's what I think. Now, don't shoot me, but because honestly, to get out of the $45,000 income range, guys, you need education, you need skill set, and the only way to get that is through some type of collegiate program or trade program. So they're going to need a student loan for either one. So to be able to further and increase the income for American citizens, we need individuals to go to school and get trades and degrees so they can provide their services to the masses. So that's good. This will also fix the broken public service loan forgiveness program. So many of you may not know this, but they have this loan forgiveness program for public service workers, for like teachers, individuals that work for nonprofits, firefighters, and police officers, public service providers, right? Um, that program has lagged and delayed and declined a lot of people that were actually qualified, and they want to enhance their program. So that means more people may end up qualifying under the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. The plan is also there to protect future students and taxpayers from reducing the cost of college, like I briefly said in my intro, and holding schools accountable when they hike up prices. College is ridiculous, y'all. I already told you guys I have over $100,000 in student loans, right? They need to reduce the cost. It's more of a business than how it used to be. Then colleges are making more and more and more and more money. Okay. All right, guys. So why am I excited about this program? Number one, I did the research, and I'm excited because it is a tax-free forgiveness. Okay, this is a tax-free forgiveness. In the American Rescue Plan Act, when remember Biden's initial plan was to help us out with forgiveness, and so thank goodness in the American Rescue Plan Act, they ended up not including or not including that the student loans forgiveness, if given out, if distributed, would not be taxable. So I'm glad they left that out, guys. So if you did receive the 10,000, or if you do receive the 20,000, it's not taxable. In normal circumstances, y'all, when a student loan is canceled, you normally will have to pay taxes on it. And depending on the forgiveness part of it, you may have to pay taxes on it too. But in this particular case, for this particular situation, guess what? Your student loan forgiveness amount will not be considered taxable income. So that was a blessing, a blessing, a blessing. However, there are some states, there's about 13 states, and you want to check out one of my YouTube shorts because I did that for you guys. It's about 13 states that are actually going to more than likely tax your student loan forgiveness amount. And I'm just going to run back those states. Those states are Arkansas, Hawaii, Idaho, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Mississippi, New York, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. Now, this is not all inclusive. This is not everyone. This is preliminary based on the fact that these states make adjustments to the federal adjusted gross income. Some states, they say, oh, whatever the federal have, whatever itemized deductions, whatever standard deductions the federal tax return have, I will accept it on your state return. But those 13 states normally make adjustments. So guess what? A portion of your student loan forgiveness may be taxable in those states. So make sure you look into that when you go to file your tax return after you apply for the forgiveness. Okay. Okay, so what is this student loan forgiveness all about? All right, so let me stop sharing really quick before I go into this. Truth be told, y'all, between me and you, I think that, and this is common, that's why most presidents do not release or deliver on all of their promises right away throughout their presidency, because they need to leave some stuff in their back pocket to throw at you. So I truly believe that Biden has used the student loan forgiveness program to lure people back and to increase his popularity rate. Right now, everyone hated Biden prior to the student loan forgiveness. Now, the individuals that will benefit from the student loan forgiveness program is like an old Joe again. And so, guess what? I think this was a political tool to beef up his ratings again, because more than likely he may be preparing to run for office. So, if you're going to prepare to run for office, you got to shake up the people again and get them ready for you. So I think that's exactly what happened. Biden is trying to shake up the people because he is about to run again. All right, guys. So the Biden administration student loan debt relief plan is, first of all, this is the final extension for the student loan repayment pause. So during COVID, we all received a pause on our student loan payments. However, December 31st, 2022 It's the last date of that extension. It says, due to the economic challenges created by the pandemic, the Biden-Harris administration has extended the student loan repayment pause a number of times. Because of this, no one with a federally held loan has had to pay a single dollar in loan payments since President Biden took office. To ensure a smooth transition to repayment and prevent unnecessary defaults, the Biden-Harris administration will extend the pause a final time through December 31st, 2022, with payments resuming in January 2023. Now, guys, I really don't like handouts, right? But because your girl got student loans too, they could go ahead and cancel all of that. Just wipe out the whole system. Just take it away, take it away, take it away. Because I don't want it. Like that student loan mess, it prevents people from buying homes, starting their businesses, and everything. And so I really think that the student loan amount is just doing more of a detriment to most individuals in America than helping us out. We don't just cut it, right? All right, so the part two of this is providing targeted debt relief to low and middle income families to smooth the transition back to repayment and help borrowers at highest risk of delinquencies or or default once payments resume. The U.S. Department of Education will provide up to $20,000 in debt cancellation for Pell Grant recipients with loans held by the Department of Education and up to $10,000 in debt cancellation to non-Pell Grant recipients. Borrowers are eligible for this relief if their individual income is less than $125,000 and their combined, if you marry, filing joint household income of $250,000. In addition, borrowers who are employed by nonprofits, the military, or federal, state, tribal, or local government may be eligible to have all of their student loans forgiven through the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. This is because of time-limited changes that waive certain eligibility criteria in the PSLF program. These temporary changes expire on October 31st, 2022. So to become eligible for the loan forgiveness program, your annual income must fall below $125,000 if you're single, and $250,000 below $250,000 for married couples. Okay. To qualify, you also have had to receive a Pell Grant in college and meet the income threshold. You will be eligible for up to $20,000 in debt cancellation. If you did not receive a Pell Grant, but you receive a private loans, then you have up to $10,000. Okay. So, guys, before we go into what you all need to do to be able to qualify for the forgiveness, we're going to take a quick little break. Okay, so we already talked about your eligibility. Okay, what's required. Now we're going to talk about what you guys need to do in order to receive the loan forgiveness. So it says nearly 8 million borrowers may be eligible to receive relief automatically because relevant income data is already available to the United States Department of Education. If the U.S. Department of Education doesn't have your income data, the administration will launch a simple application which will be available by early October. If you would like to be notified when the application is open, please sign up by going to the Department of Education subscription page here, okay? Once a borrower completes the application, they can expect relief within 4 to 6 weeks. When they say we encourage everyone who is eligible to file an application, but there are 8 million people for whom we have data and who will get the relief automatically. Borrowers are advised to apply before November 15th. Guys, borrowers are advised to apply before November 15th in order to receive relief before the payment pause expires on December 31st, 2022. So why are they saying that? They are saying that you guys want to apply before November 15th, okay? In order to receive relief before the payment pause for December 31st. Because if your application for relief is not in or approved, right, prior to the expiration date of December 31st, 2022, then you will more than likely be required to make a payment come January. So make sure November 15th, guys, you want to meet that deadline so you can avoid having to pay, to be expected to pay that January's payment. Okay. Okay. So the Department of Education will continue to process applications as they are received. With the public service loan forgiveness program, you guys, they reduced a lot of the requirements for that one. You guys want to have your paperwork in, give me 1 second. Guys want to have your paper in no later than November 1st. Okay, November 1st. And you guys still have to meet the 10-year, well, not necessarily 10-year, let me say this, 120 payment, and working full time for a nonprofit. Okay. Yeah, so they're saying apply before October 31st, you guys. Let's find out if you guys are eligible. Let me stop sharing and go to this new screen. All right, so we're going to first find out if you are eligible, okay? Hopefully they don't make me put no information. Do you have any of the following types of student loans? Federal direct loans, including a direct consolidation loan, any of the following type of loans? Federal family education loan, family insured, combination of the loans are listed unsure. Do you currently work for or have you previously worked for any of the following entities since 2007? Have you worked with the government, federal government since 2007? Have you worked with the state government since 2007? Have you worked with the local government since 2007 or municipality? Have you worked for a tribal government since 2007? A nonprofit organization that is tax exempt under the 501c3? If that's the case, then you want to go ahead on and click that. And then the third question is, while employed, were you making payments on your federal student loans, not including the payment pause, during 2020? And yes, if that is the case, then you are eligible to have your loans forgiven, for the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, guys. All right. So, a few things we talked about. And if you guys enjoy what we talked about in today's episode of You See the News, more technical than what we normally do. However, I know you guys wanted me to talk about this Joe Biden Student Loan Forgiveness Program. Guys, I like the program in terms of helping people out, helping the well, not helping the American taxpayers, but from an economic standpoint, guys, this is doing harm to our economy and increasing our inflation rate. So I hate to end it like that. It's a good thing because I'm gonna get my little debt canceled. Good thing for you too, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, let's rock it out, guys. Let's get our student loans forgiven, and yeah. All right. Bye.